Hello, welcome back everyone to another exciting evening here on the Extreme Improv Xstreamed Team Championships 2022. And we just had Get a Room, which was a fantastic guest show, but this is like a big night of shows because we're going to be going on until the wee hours of the morning. Of course, later on we will have the Extreme Improv Conspiracy Show with guests Serg and Vlad. But before that, we will have, in fact, the Team Championship show, which will be a rematch from last time's Team Championship, where last time's winners, the Jesters, will be taking on the Mafia. But for now, I would like to hand over the virtual stage for our next guest show, Tragically Unscripted.
Hi, everyone. Hiya. I see. Thank you so much, David, for that introduction. Yes, we are Tragically Unscripted. You have me, Ida, you have Duncan, Sarit, and George, and we are going to be playing for you now a tragedy, a comic tragedy, perhaps, based on your guilty pleasures. So join us in this tragedy before you enjoy the rest of the evening of exciting improv. What we're going to need from you is just this guilty pleasure. If you could let us know somehow what a guilty pleasure might be, your own secret guilty pleasure or the guilty pleasure of a friend that you would like to share with the world. And we are going to weave an intricate story of tragedy based entirely on that.
Because we know every tragic hero starts off with a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I mean,
It's scientifically proven that.
Achilles, well known for his heel, but in fact, he had a guilty pleasure which was always eating truffles after midnight. People don't know that.
Little known fact.
Yeah.
And he also likes beans, eating a lot of beans. That is why he has a problem with his heels.
Achilles had a lot of guilty pleasures. So one guilty pleasure we've got coming through is reality TV, eating chocolate, eating chip butties. We all do that after a night out.
Oh, that's...
If I remember nights out correctly.
Each cheap butties.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your guilty pleasure, Sarit? We've got a whole bunch hidden down there.
Collecting action figures, of course. There's something that, what is mine? Where do you want me to start? I mean, I just take it.
As a Swede, I feel like ABBA's not a secret pleasure. It's very much an open national, national treasure kind of enjoyment.
No one should actually feel guilt. In fact, one should feel pride.
Although even ABBA find ABBA a guilty pleasure, I think, so it's probably fair.
So
a lot of exciting ones. So I'm quite drawn to collecting action figures.
Oh, really?
Or perhaps chip butties.
I thought it was going to be ABBA. No, I mean, okay.
There's nothing guilty about my
life. Hang on a minute. What is chip butties?
Oh, you don't know what chip butty is?
No, I don't. I would love to, it's a chocolate in the shape of a buttocks. What?
It's not a lesson for now, Suri. It's bread with
chocolate
chips. It pretty much does what it says on the tin.
It's chips, as in the British version. Chips, fried potatoes, in a sandwich, in bread with lots of butter. Hence a
I've also got drinking whiskey.
I'm sorry, that is disgusting. I'm from Israel. We don't eat that.
Okay.
But I'm willing to try it. I haven't tried that. I'm an adventurer. I like adventure when it comes to food, so I'm willing to try.
So, team, we've got collecting action figures, chip butties, chocolate, reality TV, ABBA, or whiskey.
Chocolate reality TV. Wow. Is that what you said?
Chocolate, reality TV, not connected.
Yeah, I like collecting action figures a bit more. Guys, what about you?
Cool.
Wonderful. We're going to go with the guilty pleasure of collecting action figures. Unspecified what kind of action figure you are. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is your tragedy about the kind of person who may collect action figures.
When I reached the age of 12, I discovered a world unknown to me before.
It began with He-Man. I saw him in a shop, just about yay high. Beautiful colors.
Beautiful colors. It's a gift that I received from my mother for Christmas. And after receiving that He-Man action figure, I started getting more. And
more. And more. After getting Skeletor, I also got the woman, whose name I can't remember, but it was also compelling.
Oh yes, She-Ra. It's coming back to me now. She-Ra. Oh, they were powerhouses. And I had them lined up all around the edge of my room.
And also, there were so many others, like names I didn't even know exist. Velvet and Rocky and Spooky, Mitzi, Pundi, Enchi, and Kidana.
I branched out. I collected every action figure. It didn't even have to be He-Man related anymore. And
there were so many action figures that my mum couldn't get in the room. She was like, Alex, let me in. And I was like, I can't get through. Mitzi and Bitsy and Titsy and Nitsy, they're just all in the way.
Because they had to be in the way, because I felt like without them, I'm powerless. They have given me my power, you see. Without them, I'm nothing. With them, I'm a hero myself. So how could I live Mitzi, Pitsy, Insy, Wincy, Valiant, and Tara by themselves? No, they had to be with me, no matter how many times my mum said, Alex, 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 Alex.
And to this day,
Alex,
I live with my action figures all lined up. I've got Mimi and Toto and Boo Boo and
Gob Gob and Nim Nim and Chim Chim and Doog Da. And I know they're all behind me. I can feel them. I feel them and they give me my power. I am the manifestation of the power of action figures. And people don't know that about me. That's a mighty fine chocolate cake.
thanks. Yeah, no, have the last piece, please. I made it for you. Happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. I was wondering why there were 14 candles.
Well,
I mean, it's like I've gone back in time. Every time I see you, I feel like I lose years off my life. That's how delighted and young you make me feel, Sarah.
I mean, yeah, it was mainly because I couldn't find enough candles, but also because, every year I like to, on your birthday, I like us to recall a specific memory. And do you remember when we were 14 and we went on that trip?
Oh yeah, Sarah, the canoeing trip. I know.
Yeah.
The one with the open top canoes. Oh yeah.
So much fun. I mean, that summer was one of the best. And I mean, we've had so many great summers together. And now you're 42, and we still recall all these great times together. And it's just, I just put 14 candles on there, partly because I wanted to reminisce.
Oh, Sarah. I mean, I couldn't have wished for a better sister in my life if I had all the imagination in the world.
Oh, Alex, stop it. You're my little brother, and I just want to take care of you, and that's never gonna stop.
Oh, it's. I mean, I just remember that time when Dad wouldn't buy me a Rottweiler, the one I wanted in the pet shop, and you went there and you got me that little.
Flashback to that time.
Oh, he's so cute.
I am not going to buy it for you, Alex.
But
dogs are rotten. Bye.
Don't worry, Alex. I got you. I'm not sure they'll serve a 10-year-old, but I'll give it a go.
Oh, Sarah, you're the best. You're the best.
Excuse me, can I have that rather violent-looking dog from my little brother, please?
Sure. There you go. Oh, my God. You look so lovely. 10 years old and already buying things for her brother. Oh, that's a good sister.
Thank you. Oh, he's so cute. Ow! Ooh, so cute. Still very cute. Anyway, I love him.
Take care of him, okay?
I will.
We come back to present time.
I mean, some people called it, the RSPCA called it irresponsible when they came and took him away, but it was the feeling that counted, right?
Every time I rub the stub of my right middle finger, I remember Bitsy. Bitsy the Rottweiler. The sharpest teeth in the world. No other Rottweiler would have taken off my finger without it hurting so much.
Oh, bless Bitsy.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, so just, there's things that I do for you that I do because I love you, because I still see you as my little brother. I mean, I know you're an adult now, and I should see you as such, and you need to live your own life, and I shouldn't smother you, and all the rest of it. But, it's your birthday, and I want to do something special.
I feel like after all these birthdays, 42 birthdays that you've helped me celebrate, maybe it's time for me to do something back for you.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. But if you want to, you don't have to. But I mean, if you want to, you can. But you don't have to. But if you want to,
I do want to. I just don't know. What is it? What do you want?
oh,
I mean, come on, tell me, Sarah. After all these years, I should know.
what if we go on another trip, just you and me? I'll leave the family at home, and you can lock up your house, because I know everything in there is so precious to you, all the action figures and everything. So just lock it up, or get someone to house it, and we just go abroad. Let's go to Marrakesh or something exciting.
I've got this.
Okay.
I'll organize it. I'll sort it out. I've got the power from my friends in the house. I will sort out a surprise boat trip to Marrakesh. I know it's in a desert, but I won't let that stop us.
God, you're amazing, Couldn't ask for a better brother.
Next day, Alex is at work.
You are unstoppable. I mean, when you did that presentation yesterday, you were just like, wow. The statements that you told everybody at the meeting room did such an impact. I mean, the management is very, very proud of you for closing that deal.
Mr. Rutherford, I couldn't have got the HP Source deal without you or the support of my little friends.
I know, Alex. I can't help but notice that every time you stand up in a meeting and do your PowerPoint presentation, your hand is with this little figurine of yours on your table.
Shiva. Yeah.
It says here, Shiva Kaluga.
I mean, she's comfortable with the shortened version for friends. And I think for your friend, we're all friends, right? You, me, Shiva.
I understand that you have a very special relationship with Shiva. Every time you hold it, it feels like you become a different person.
You must have someone, Mr. Rutherford, close to you, someone who fills you, who supports your spirit, who injects you with the power of life, so to speak.
Well, my life is just work. I mean, running this company is all I've got. But you, I feel like you've got something more.
I do. I mean, for you have the passion of running this company. For me, whenever I touch Shiva, I'm filled with that power.
You're telling me, Alex, that your power comes from little figurines or action figures, or those little wooden animals or plastic or whatever it is.
Mr. Rutherford, I've never told anyone this story before, but I'm going to tell you, because I'm feeling we're close and I trust you. When I was 9, in my English class at school, Mr. Barron told us all to prepare a lecture to give in class. And that day, I forgot to bring He-Man along. I left behind Sheba. I was all alone. And I prepared so hard I was going to talk about how an internal combustion engine works. I prepared all my bullet points and I got the poster and I put it on the wall and I stood up in front of class and I was...
Flashback to that very, very time. So, little Alex, how does it work? What's the matter, little Alex? I see you have your bullet points. You are normally very good. What's happened today?
It's a car!
Why? Why can't you do the presentation?
I got no power. I left the bottle alone. I think can we finish, please? I just want to sit down.
Back in the present.
Oh, appalling.
Wow. Amazing story, Alex. Very inspirational and life-changing.
That's how I learned that I would never be alone as long as I'm not alone.
So you're telling me that as long as you have these action figures, or Shiva or He-Man,
Yes.
you'll always have something or somebody to hold on to as you go through life.
Exactly.
That is where you get your power.
As long as I have them with me.
Mr. Rutherford, Alex, sorry to interrupt. We've got a really urgent. There's a meeting going on. The board is meeting, and they really want you guys in there. We got to make sure that this deal, the HP sauce deal, was nothing compared to this. Alex, I don't know if you're up for it, but we'll all be in there with you. We just got to watch you. We're going to sit down, look at you. We're all going to look straight at you. We're just going to look at you and make sure that you do this presentation that you haven't even had a chance to prepare for. I don't know if guys, do you wanna give Alex some info on this
Come on, Alex.
before we
Time to shine, Alex.
Yeah,
what Mr. Rutherford said,
Yeah.
Miss Schmitz, do you want to tell him that what's at stake here if he doesn't?
Okay, so we got to come up with a very powerful product, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
The product should be a juice, very, very natural, but without any water. So I'm sorry, it just came. We cannot let this opportunity go down. So just come up with something. Use your little tricks.
Yeah, Mr. Rutherford, you just give him the normal, shoulder rub, and we'll just stall for just a second.
Yeah. So
What do you say, Shiva? Yes, we can do it. We'll be fine. Yes.
Alex,
Easy.
this is Shiva talking to you. Alex, tell them the world have yearned for a new drink. Tell them now. The world have yearned for a new drink.
The world has yearned for a new drink.
This drink is going to be tasty.
Going to be tasty.
Healthy.
Healthy.
Purely made of the natural juices.
Purely made of natural juices.
That's really interesting. But I think, thank you, Alex. I think, I think what the client also would like to know a little bit is, how is this juice going to make you feel? When you ingest it, when you drink it, how is the juice going to make you feel?
It will make you feel like you are reborn.
It will make you feel like you're reborn.
And is it
And the powers belong to you.
The powers belong to you.
I know, and do people drink this like? Listen to this, guys. It's gonna be great. Do people drink it like in a group? Do people drink it on their own? Do people, is it a sports drink? What do we got going on here?
Tell them it's a drink that will fit any occasion.
It's a drink that will fit absolutely any occasion.
Healthy or not.
Healthy or not.
Amazing. All right, thank you, Alex. Yeah, we'll just
Hey,
sign the papers over here.
that was so good. I mean, I'm just one of the executives. I thought your presentation was so good. I mean, how do you do it? How do you know what to say?
Well, I mean, President Miranda, I consult. I have a bit of help. I rely on my friends.
Your friend, can you elaborate?
My little friends, so to speak. I mean, for example, Shiva here. She gives me a few hints. Tells me what to say.
Oh my God. That's amazing, because my son has the Batman little minifigure. And maybe I could, take Batman with me to different places and maybe I could try it. I mean, it did wonders for you.
Oh yeah, if you feel like you need a bit more power, President Miranda, it's the thing to do.
Thank you. It is not always that an employee change the president's, view. I will totally put that in my notes, and I'm expect a promotion very soon, Alex.
Excellent.
Alex Pro. I'm writing motion. Thank you so much.
So, the president of our company, President Miranda Bonnet, has promoted you, and
I mean, I was just stunned by it. It took me by surprise too, Mr. Rutherford. It really did. It really did.
aside from that, she would like to give you this very special award. You are part of the circle now, the elite circle of this company. Only a couple of people have this. You're the second one.
Oh my God.
Congratulations, Alex.
I'm gonna be part of the elite.
Not only that, you get 2 weeks vacation. You're off to Aruba.
Amazing. Aruba, you hear that, Shiva? See, we got into the elite circle. And we're going to Aruba.
That is after your 2-day vacation at Makaresh, whatever that location is.
I take Sarah there. Fantastic. Perfect, Mr. Rutherford. Thank you so much.
Alex, nobody has made our president feel this way before. I mean, you have literally won her heart. Soon, I can feel it. You're gonna go ahead all of us and become the president yourself. Congratulations, Alex.
Really? My God, this is beyond my wildest dreams.
Right, mate. So we've carried in all the boxes from your old place to this new house, this bigger house, and I think you want all these figurines in this specially built display room. Is that right?
That's right, Jackson. Please
Right.
take very good care of them.
So listen. So I just want to say, while I was handling your figurines, not a euphemism, please forgive me. I just I couldn't help but think about my little boy, you see, and you see, he hasn't got any friends at school, you see, and I couldn't help but feel that the power you get from these figurines is the kind of power my son needs, and I think I'm going to go home. I'm going to let him know that no one is ever really alone,
Exactly.
which is really the essence that's been emanating from all your packed boxes and the room. And I think that's just really going to change his life. And I think in turn it's also going to change our relationship, and also then in future possibly going to help him change the world. You did that, sir. You did that, sir.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Jackson.
You are the Alex, right? I heard the whole thing about no one is alone. I'm carrying with me Godzilla. There's my little Godzilla here. And I'm a different woman. And not only that, my husband has a little Superman, and my little daughter, she's got this sort of, I don't know, some sort of cat sort of thing. I don't know, like a Pikachu or something. We are different people. We are never alone. We're succeeding. What can I say? You have changed us. You have changed so many people. Thank you, Alex.
Literally glowing, Miranda. Like you've got a new skin.
I'm telling you, it's Godzilla. Hang on a minute. She's telling. Oh, she wants me to tell you that I love you, but I don't really love him, Godzilla. Tell him anyway. I love you. I'm doing what the little figures I'm telling me are telling me. Oh, I love you too, Godzilla. I love you too.
Welcome to the latest news round here. 60 seconds catch-up news on ZWXWZ. What we're going to talk about today, folks, is that the joy index. The joy index is up. Now, some of you have complained that this is not a scientific parameter. However, here at YWXWZT, it's something that we measure on a weekly basis. And what we've noticed from our guest Alex here is that he's shared this view that you're never really alone, and you can never feel like you're never really alone. You get power if you carry around these little figurines. Of course, the figurines they're just symbolic, aren't they, Alex? They're just symbolic, right?
No, I wouldn't say they're symbolic.
He wouldn't say they're symbolic, ladies and gentlemen, but really they're a bit symbolic. Are they a little more symbolic? Somewhat symbolic?
They're real. They're real as you and me.
They're real, ladies and gentlemen. And this may perhaps be the reason for the surge in the amount of people walking around on the beaches and the malls, just on the regular street, looking pretty damn happy, even if they're alone. And I think this is going to revolutionize society. And here on WXCWNTN, we're thrilled to see this happening. We are fans of a bit of joy. Just for you, Alex, we've all got our own little figurines. Mine's not out of the plastic yet because you never know. Everything's a fad. We'll see. I've got a little Smurfette.
Amazing!
Gonna do wonders.
You're gonna have such a fantastic time together. I'm telling you, Dave. I'm telling you.
So that's all we got time for. 60-second news roundup here on WXWZT. But main news today: joy index up. And it's cut out thanks to this guy. All right, everybody.
Hey.
Take care. All right.
It's a very beautiful place. Mm-hmm. I know who you are. You arrived yesterday. Your name is Alex, right?
You're right. I mean, this is a fantastic resort. Oh, it's beautiful.
This is the best in Aruba.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I saw the brochure on the way in. The diving looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and here, when you feel like you want to find somebody, you just dive in the dating scene and you'll find somebody.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's just full of attractive people.
Yes, and when you least expect it, when you feel alone, you will find somebody.
I got a little secret to tell you. Just between you and me. I never feel alone. As long as I've got my little friends with me.
Yeah, I told that to myself too before, until I realized that I've so many stuffed toys in my room, and just me, the only human being in the room. It's tough. It's tough to be able to have that realization.
What are you saying? You don't get companionship from your stuffed toys?
It's just, on the surface, Alex. I mean, my stuffed toy and your action figures, they're just on the surface. They're not really there, although they're there.
Really? But all my life I've felt. They give me power.
The power, Alex, is being able to connect to real human beings. Not action figurines, or not stuffed toys, or not food. I hope that your stay here brings you more realization, Alex.
I thought this was going to be a nice, relaxing holiday.
Well, welcome back to the office. Listen, you know me. You know, as the chief head, I was really, really, really happy with the little friends that you brought here. But it turns out, though, that, it doesn't really play as it should all the time, does it, Alex?
What are you saying, Chief Head President Miranda?
Well, since you taught me to listen to a little action figure, which I did.
Yes.
And you taught me that the little things are keeping us and we should listen to them. I kept listening. And, they told me to do things and I followed their orders. And so basically, we kind of lost a lot of money following their advice. I'm really sorry, but when you told me that my little action figure, I should listen to it, and this is the way you succeed, I took it the whole way, yeah? And my little action figure told me I should really, really sell a lot of shares, and I did it, believing it. Turns out it was crap. Very crap idea.
I'm so sorry.
Well, you should be, because I don't want you in the company. In fact, there is no company anymore. Single-handedly, with one action figure so far, you have destroyed the company.
I wonder why you wanted to meet at McDonald's.
Yeah. So, I don't know how are you going to continue. Because I don't know even how I am going to continue. This is what happens when you rely on little figures to tell you what to do. Right.
Oh, Shiva.
I want to say that I wish you a good luck, but actually I don't.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to WZXYZ 60-second news roundup. Now, a few months ago, you would have heard me talk about the happiness index in the world being generally up, people being happy, people feeling not lonely, though they were technically alone, which is great. However, our new measurement actually shows that the happiness index is rapidly falling. It's rapidly falling, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to hear this on WZXW 60 Seconds Roundup News first. It is falling. And the reason for this, ladies and gentlemen, again, this guy here, Alex Bones. He is the reason that people are now ultimately feeling more unhappy than they were before. This is because people are coming to the realization that actual figurines telling you what to do is A, not financially or morally viable, as in the case with the young man and his dog, and 3 Big Mac burgers just the other day. But we're also finding out that people are finding emptiness. That's what they are finding. So turns out you can't fill that hole in your life with an action figurine or indeed a stuffed animal. Whether that animal, it doesn't matter if that animal is of a little bear, doesn't matter, I'm afraid to say, it's just not going to work. This guy, Alex, is single-handedly responsible for people being freaking miserable. That's it. You've heard to hear first on WK9 WXXX 60-second news roundup. We would say we'll come back with our happiness index again, but however, the truth is I am now feeling so miserable despite my Smurfette that I'm just going to give up. WXWZZZ 60-second news roundup is going to shut down. We're not going to bother because I don't speak to Smurfette anymore. I don't speak to my family anymore because they abandoned me because of Smurfette. Yeah, so no more happiness index.
How's that the Smith?
Can't even bring myself to say goodbye. Oh, you're still here. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy.
I know, Alex, you feel speechless. You can't believe what just happened. After we downsized in our company, everything changed.
What?
Even your own boss.
What
Even your own boss. I'm about to lose my job just like you.
I've wondered why we're here meeting at a dumpster.
We could have, drank beer in a bar, but we have no choice but to, save on cost. Drink in a dumpster. You brought this upon us, Alex. You went down and you brought me down with you. How dare you?
Happy 43rd birthday, Alex. I brought you chocolate cake. God, a whole year since your last birthday.
Yeah.
And I also brought you another figurine.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
I know you don't have any more room, but I thought you might like this one of well, I don't know. It's something that the baby shark. Who knows what that is? But I invited some people around. Yeah.
What a surprise.
To celebrate your birthday. So when are we going to Marrakesh? You haven't told me anything. Are you?
Yeah, about that. It was planned, but my work was giving it to me as a perk, but I've lost my job.
So we're not going. So all this time I do everything for you, and you again tell me you're going to do something for me, and you. No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I told you you didn't have to, and you didn't. But you didn't have to. But you did, and you said you wanted to, but you didn't have to. But you said you wanted to. That's fine. Listen, Alex. It's been 43 years of this, and I just can't take any more disappointment. So I'm just gonna. No, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
Sarah, did I? My God. That man, Mr. Hotel Manager in Aruba, he was right. He was right about the figurines not being a replacement for real relationships. All my life I've relied on Shiva and Hera and He-Man. God, you put on weight. But no, you're just empty. You're just figments of my imagination. I talked of power, but it was all inside me all along, and by believing in you, I've not had any real human relationships. Not with Mr. Rutherford, not with President Miranda. It was all a fake. And most of all, I missed out on having a real relationship with my dearest sister Sarah. All these years, I've put these figurines in between her and me. I'm all alone.
And that's our show!
Woo, 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 woo.
Ooh.
Okay, thank you very much, guys. That was great. Oh, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. So, brilliant, guys. Would you like to tell everyone where you can be found on social media, either as individuals or as a collective?
You can find us on Facebook, mainly, under Tragically Unscripted. And you'll probably find me and other people on Instagram and places like that. But for Tragically Unscripted, find us on Facebook.
Awesome, brilliant. Anyone else? Anything? Oh, do you have anything coming up or anything you'd like to share? Anything like that at all?
I've got my film, this film here that I'm part of. Just doing its festival run, mainly in Italy, and as has been said, Facebook in terms of Tragically Unscripted, we can see a few videos and etc. stuff like that.
Brilliant. So, let me just say for the audience, in about 15 minutes' time will be our next show, which will be the championship show here, the next quarterfinal round of the Extreme Improv Xstreamed Team Championships 2022. So, go grab a drink and get ready for that. But from me,